Hello, every wonderful person. Those who care for others and try to live their life as the best person they can, treating others the way they would like to be treated. I'm Scotty, and I'm going to be posting this on Scotty's Toy Box. Oh, I guess I should have put it up like that from the beginning. I'm not editing. Okay, so I've been having a rough time the last 2 weeks, and now it's got even worse. My husband had to go to New Hampshire to help his 76, 75. She gets a little sensitive if you add a few years to her. And she's spry and she's good, but she's struggling right now. Her husband died, and they really loved each other. And like all families that have a death, she has issues, family issues to deal with. Because she can't do anything where she lives, they lived. She's in New Hampshire at their second house and has asked Ron to join her. And I agreed. But in the meantime, I'm struggling to see, and I have, I went out this morning, the last 2 days, I've noticed that we have a van tire. Ron filled them before he left, and the next day I went out and saw it was very low. And so, to make a long story short, which I never do, we have a front driver's side tire that's leaking air fast. And like this morning, I had a doctor's appointment. I had to fill it before I went out to 36 pounds. By the time I got done with my appointment, it was really low again. I filled it again, drove to the grocery store, got a few groceries, just ran in, ran out, got home here, and it had gone from 36 pounds to 20. I filled it back up to 36. My back is killing me, and I just got steroid shots in my back because of the intense muscle spasms. So, this is part 1. Okay, because I know that the format this uses, and this gets disjointed and too long to be put up on the post and that. I'm Scotty, and I'll be posting this on Scotty's Toy Box. In the previous video, I was talking about some of the things going on with me right now, and I'm not feeling well, and I'm very depressed. But when I get depressed, I do a few things that makes me happy. As some of you might know, I post videos. Or not videos. I'm sorry. I was thinking that because I'm doing them. Again, I don't like to edit. I goof. I'm prone ever since I had my stroke, I can't talk. Sometimes I can see the word, I can taste the word, I can spell the word, I can't say it. Anyway, I make errors when I talk. So, I do what I'm doing today. I am cooking. I'm making a marinara sauce that I like. And in a minute, I'm going to turn the camera around and show everybody some of my ingredients and what I do. Thank you. This has been part 2. Let's go to part 3. Okay, I'm Scotty, and this is going on Scotty's Playtime. As I said in the other videos, I'm not doing well, I'm kind of depressed, so I like to cook or bake, when I'm doing that, when my body will allow me. Into that pot I just showed you, I put 3 cans of Hunt's tomato sauce. Why do I use Hunt's? I used to use Del Fiore's because they have such a tomato flavor. But as I age, Hunt's tends to be much more sweet. And in case I need it, a little tomato paste to thicken the sauce. And I probably will use one. I have half a dozen in the cupboard if I need them. When Ron is here, we alternate between meat sauces, in which I put up to 2 pounds of hamburger that he chooses in the sauce. And I do not brown hamburger going in the sauce first. So that requires more tomato paste because the meat fats need to be taken up with the paste. But it does, leaving the fats in there, cooking the meat in the tomato sauce adds a much deeper flavor, beef flavor. So now when Ron's home, he would chop the mushrooms for me, and they would be much thicker than these because I love thick mushrooms. And also the peppers and the diced celery and the onions. Now he normally chops all this stuff up, puts them in bowls so I can add what I want and what I don't. But I have gotten to the point where I don't like to chop. We have a beautiful knife set that I keep very sharp for him. And if you don't mind, I'm going to scroll around. We used to have over 30 knives. We bought this little rack, and Ron has slimmed them down to that with a few that I just washed. I did dishes earlier. Okay, so before I close this, and I have to because if these get too long, WordPress won't let me upload them. I use basil. I use lots of basil. Basil makes a sweet sauce. I use oregano, and probably more than most people do. Sorry about the thumb. But you have to be careful with oregano. You get too much of it, and the sauce will go bitter. Okay, I happen to like this Baldia Complete Seasonings, some Mrs. Dash, garlic and herb. I hope the labels are coming out. To me, they're just blurs on the screen, but I know what they are and I can see them. A little ground sage. Now, I only use ground sage when I don't put in Italian sausage. When we were younger, Ron loved Italian sausage, and I would have to slice it up because I don't like ground Italian sausage in that. But he doesn't like it anymore. Just like more and more, he prefers to make his meatballs and have a marinara sauce. And I got to admit, I wasn't keen on the meatball theory because all we had up to then was these store-bought rubbery things. Man, you have never had a meatball until you've tasted one of his homemade ones. Wow, cooked in the sauce, they are great. Plus, I add a little Italian seasoning, Mediterranean mix. Now, why do I use that particular mix? Because a lot of Italian seasoning mix have little tiny hard stick things in them that they've ground up or whatever. I don't know exactly what seasoning it is, but it ruins a bite of food. Mediterranean blend, as you might be able to see, is all smoothly chopped. Now, I do not like to use ground in any of my sauces. I've had to train Ron on that because when you use ground, it clumps in. It takes all the moisture out of the whatever you're cooking. Also, as you might have noticed, I have salt. In old days, I would put both salt and pepper, but now I just use salt. Okay, this is getting long, so I need to get on with cooking. I'm Scotty. This is going on Scotty's Playtime. This is me trying to help myself feel better and share a bit of my life with everybody. Hugs. Oh, by the way, I forget which one this is. This video might be video 5. So, as I'm cooking and I'm describing to everybody why, our kitchen, we started remodeling years ago and we're still in the process of it. But it's come a long way. It's a pretty decent kitchen. We wanted lots of cupboards and cookable surfaces. So, one thing that we recently added, we had a 32-inch, maybe 36-inch TV in the bedroom that neither of us watched. So, when I'm in the kitchen cooking or doing anything, I can put, and it's hooked to an Apple box, so I can put my favorite Netflix or HBO or Amazon Prime stuff on, or as I mostly always do, watch YouTube. And one of my favorite shows is Sam Cedar, The Majority Report. Okay, I gotta get back to cooking. I can't keep on my feet that long. Oh, and speaking of that, I don't have it out yet. I was going to go get it in a minute. Ron bought me a wonderful stool that goes so high I can tower. And it's on wheels. I can tower above the stove and stir and look at everything. Or I can lower it low enough to do dishes. Now, please excuse the towels on the sink. When he built this setup, he was going to either tile it himself or get a another flub of the mouth, countertop. But we have other things that have come up and that we enjoy. So, we've decided that he's going to tile it, and out here he's going to build where the couch is, because that's going to the new living room. He's going to build a big sitting island. Okay, I guess that's number 5. I'm off to cook. Hugs and loves to everybody. Best wishes to those who would prefer them. Scotty. Hi, this is Scotty again, and I think this is the 6th video. One of the things I forgot to mention when I cook is garlic. I gotta set this down, it's blurry to my vision. I use a lot of minced garlic. I admit, I put it in everything. If it can be put in something, I put it in there. I love garlic. So far, here's my seasonings and my parts. My vegetables. I don't put mushrooms in until it's later in the cooking period. You want mushrooms to go in when the sauce is hot, because if you put it in when it's cold, the mushrooms do not absorb the flavors. Mushrooms have to be really hot to suck up the juices, the fluids, and all that. So far, oh, and the most important thing about my seasonings is I do not measure anything. Well, I don't say anything, but if you come over here to this drawer, you see we have two sets of these wonderful measuring stuff, several different kinds of measuring devices, and guess what? I prefer the palm of my hand. What am I gonna say, people? I cook by feel and smell, and occasionally by taste. Ron was the one who taught me that. I was shocked the first time he dipped a spoon into what we were cooking and took a taste of it and whatever, and I was mortified. How dare you? He's like, what are you talking about? How do you know what it's coming along like unless you taste it? And he was right. Now, I do admit to sanitary practices, but I do lick the spoon, then wash it off or rinse it off, whatever. So, this is video 7, I think, and I'm going to get back to watching Sam Cedar and cooking my sauce. I haven't got my stool out yet. That's next because my legs are giving out. I can't stand. Alrighty, hugs and loves, and best wishes for those who want them. Okay, I'm not sure if my last video, which was I think 7, went through. I looked at the phone and the settings were weird. So I wanted to talk about what that video was about as I'm cooking. And sadly I can't show you. I might be able to edit it. But what I was saying is the one spice I didn't mention I use a lot of is minced garlic. I put it on everything. From meats to sauces to... I just love garlic, and I use a lot. Now I've already stirred all the stuff in, and I have more here, as you can see, in these containers. So if the flavors don't come out the way I want them, I'll add more. But again, I'm sitting down on my rolling stool, so if you don't mind, I'm going to make sure this video stops. I think the last one kept rolling, and oh, one other thing, let me get off this stool. Okay, I have it low so I can easily get on and off it. This is one of our seasoning cupboards. Some we don't use very often, and a lot we do. And we have these 2 racks down here for more seasonings that we use constantly. And when James lived with us, he didn't care so much for how spicy, when he first got here, my spaghetti sauce was. Especially the garlic, he was like, can you back it down a bit? By the time he left, he would dig into a plate of my spaghetti and sauce with the best of them. Okay. Phew. I'm exhausted already, and I got a lot of cooking to do. Best wishes for everybody, and hugs and love for everybody who wants them. So sadly, a lot of the videos that I took did not come out. Oh, by the way, this is Scotty. This will be posted on Scotty's Toy Box. I added a bunch more of the onions, peppers, and celery to it. A lot more excuse me, for swinging the camera around. A lot more of seasonings, but I just wanted to stir it a bit. Every bite's gonna have all the vegetables and lots of mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Ron, if he gets too many, he just picks them out. But yeah, that's how she is. She's cooling. I don't know if any of the rest of you have noticed this when you cook about sauces, but guess what? They always taste better and more seasoned the second day. Once they've had a chance to cool and heat up. I put everything else away. So, like I was saying, on this cooking video, 2/3, well, maybe a third of the videos did not come out. And now I realize by connecting the phone to my computer, I can get it a much longer video to download. I'll be doing that in the future. Anyway, thank you for watching my first attempt to cook and do a video and all that online. This is Scotty. This will be posted on Scotty's Playtime. This is a video of me helping myself feel better by cooking a red sauce, normally known as a spaghetti sauce. I wish everyone the best, the very best. And I give hugs and loves to those that wish them.